Hey guys, welcome. Can you see me? Can you hear me? My name is Bren Harris, and I am here on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Welcome to the Bren Harris podcast and episode 70. I'm in the new studio, so bear with me as I get my bearings here. Huge shout out to Princess Miranda for helping us get this space ready. And huge shout out to the Iconic Attraction Mastermind crew for leading the way and blazing the trail. If for those of you who may not know me, it is July 9th, and we are in a weird summer cycle here at our house. I founded Warrior Moms by Bren when my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. We have walked through hell. Now we walk through it like we own the place, and you can too. And what do I mean by that? I mean, your story matters. Whatever you have walked through, that one thing you just thought of, that one thing you thought you would not get through, whether it's a bad breakup or a divorce or something dealing in your life, the tragedy, a loss of a loved one, that one thing you thought you would never get through, and now you're on the other side. Let's lock arms and bring people across that bridge, that chasm, that of grief or heartbreak or disappointment or betrayal, and let's bring people to the other side. I am so excited that you're here. Please let us know in the comments where you're chiming in from. And we are live on multiple platforms. Hey guys, good to see you. I am in Oklahoma, and the weather's a little crazy here with the hurricane that came up the Gulf Coast. And we are just sort of happy for the reprieve and excited that you're here. When my son was medically injured at 22 months of age, I really never thought, now I am 10 plus years on the other side of that, I never thought I would ever get out of that pit of despair and depression and heartbreak. I was devastated. I had a career, then I decided to start a family. And then this happens. And I really felt like I was kind of baited and switched by higher power, because I'm like, hey, I thought I did everything right. Well, faith without works is dead. And I'm here to tell you, if I can make it, you can make it. And we are talking clarity and goals and power tonight. Thanks, guys, for being on. Please let us know where you're chiming in from. If you're on the live, put an L. We do ASL to do a workaround. And if you're watching the replay, put an R. And I know there's a lot of talk out there about setting goals and doing things, but I just want you to know where my come from. My come from is, if I can make it through what I have been through in the last 10 plus years, I promise you, you can too. And your story matters. Hear me. I'm going to get all teary. If I had pom-poms, I'd bring them out. Your story matters, and we are here to be stronger together. Now, when I talk about goals, I'm not talking about, oh, I'm gonna lose a bunch of weight and be a certain size. I'm gonna read X number of books this year. No, we're talking specific, and we use, again, ASL. So we're going smarter goals. And I know there's a lot of people out there that do that, but this is a G in American Sign Language. And if you are listening to this, I know a lot of people are listening to the audio only. Just go to YouTube, type in ASL sign for goals, and it'll show you. So smarter goals. And we have smarter goals, meaning specific, measurable, aligned. I know not a lot of people use that word. Does this goal matter to where I want to be? We're not talking, we're going to have some, did you know, studies show that we're halfway through the year. So happy half New Year. And 80% of New Year's resolutions are already toast. 80%. And why is that? Because we're not doing smarter goals. We're doing, I've partied all December for all the holidays, and now I'm going to lock it in and do everything I can to be really good in my own willpower. Community will always trump willpower. Success does not happen in a vacuum. And many people on here, you guys get it. We're in a mastermind together, and it's an investment of time and money and skill. And we do not succeed alone. And that's why I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I believe in smarter goals. So one more time, smarter goals. And that means specific, measurable, aligned. A little bit risky. I know some people cringe at that, but they've got to be risky to be exciting. Time sensitive, and we have exciting and relevant. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, it's the summer. Why are we talking about goals? Because you know what? We only have 176 days until the next year. We're 176 days close. And breaking that down, we need specifics. Okay, so we have smarter goals, and we'll come back to this. And then we're talking clarity, just like the clouds part and the sun comes out. Clarity, free from clutter or distraction. Hey guys, Strong Island, New York in the house, Georgia in the house. Oh, excellent. Florida in the house. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad you're safe from all this crazy weather. Prayers up for my peeps in Texas. And we're talking smarter goals. We're talking clarity. So smarter goals, clarity, and then power. I like to say empower, and that's to make stronger, more confident. You take a C like this to your non-dominant bicep and just bring it forward. Empower. And to me, that really speaks volumes to make stronger, more confident. For those of you who may not know, I am a parent, a mom, the primary caregiver to a teen on the diagnosed on the autism spectrum. In our house, we have a diagnosis. We do not have a disorder. And that's a very fine distinction. Some people may say, you're splitting hairs. No, I have a diagnosis. That is not who I am. I think it's really important to say, if we're going to get specific and we're going to get measurable and we're going to be aligned, I'm going to walk us through smarter goals. Specific. For my son, everyone's telling me, don't let him drive, don't let him drive, don't let him drive. And I'm like, we're going to do it twice and take a ton of pictures. I grew up in the country. I learned to drive a stick when I was 8, and I was able to help all the big guys, my uncles and cousins and my dad, drive out of the sand dunes in Oregon when I was 11, because I was the only one who knew how to drive a stick shift. And it was so cool because we know that can be a safety issue. Now, if you are in law enforcement, don't worry, we won't be on the roads. But I know that he can do this. So we've been shopping around for his 16th birthday for a golf cart. So if you know anyone who's selling a golf cart, please let us know. And we know that he can have plenty of autonomy and independence and be making those specific, measurable, aligned goals right along with us. When we're in the car, we haven't listened to the radio in years. We're listening to personal development. We're listening to faith-filled, positive application messages. We're listening to things that help us be a little bit better than we were yesterday. James Clear, love his book, Habit Stacking. It's like 1% better, 1% better, 1% better. Better today than we were yesterday. And that's how we win. Now, when we say specific goals, it's not New Year's resolution time, people. Hear me. Not New Year's resolution time. It is time to say, I am reading one business autobiography each month. Now, I'll be straight with you. I do a lot of audio books because I am a full-time warrior mom, launching a business and making a difference in people's lives. Our mission statement here is to help entrepreneur moms feeling burned out, ignored, and overwhelmed reclaim freedom, clarity, and power. And we start that with specific, measurable, and aligned goals. One business autobiography, one spiritual daily devotion, and one just for fun. And I love that we can say, we're going to be specific. Every single month, I'm going to do this. What does that look like every single week? I'm spending 15 minutes a day with each of those goals. That's habit stacking. Okay, hear me. I know some people don't think this is very sexy. This is the progress. The process is the progress to get to our goals. For example, I'm this close to 100-pound weight loss. Did that happen in a matter of months? No, it happened over the course of 18 to 20 months. And I worked with a professional to get that blood sugar and that A1C down, to get that blood pressure where it needs to be, to recoup body fat health so that I am not at risk for type 2 diabetes. Stress, Western diet, all of it just sort of starts sneaking up. And when we get past 40, perimenopause, hello, it just doesn't come off. And I think it's really important that we're saying, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. And I want you to hear me. We are being very specific in that weight loss journey. Just a simple example from my own experience, it was very specific. No more than 2 pounds a week were lost. And we didn't focus on the scale, we focused on the body fat and the A1C. And I thought that was great because I wasn't weighing except every 3 months. So I got to see big progress. And that was very intentional to say, okay, I'm not focusing on calories or the scale. I'm focusing on protein and body fat to get that visceral fat off the middle as it keeps building as we get each year past 40. And I'm looking at specific objectives for each week. Now, then we can break that down even more specific. You have a goal for the month, a goal for the week, then you have a goal for each day. And it's so funny because people think it's so important to lose weight to fit into a fancy dress or a swimsuit. No, it's important because the people you're called to help, hear me, the people you are called to help will not be helped if we are not hitting our goals, our smarter goals. Now, once again, smarter goals, we have specific, measurable, aligned. I don't have a goal to drive a Ferrari right now. I want to drive an SUV so that I can serve my family and obviously pick up furniture from estate sales. So we are, and make sure it's specific, it's measurable, and it's aligned with who you are and who you're called to help. Then a little bit risky. Did I set out to lose 100 pounds? No, I set out to get my health back. And now that I'm in the muscle building phase, shout out to Coach Dawn, she's in our mastermind. We eat more protein so that we can build those muscles. I don't want to be a stick chick with skin hanging off of bones. No, I want to be healthy so that I can walk in purpose and champion my calling every single day. We have a little bit risky. I knew that if I started on this journey, my mission was to not be a one-hit wonder. I didn't want to lose real fast and gain it right back. My mission was to get my health back and never have to lose that weight again. To get my health back and never have to lose that weight again. And that's the key. You can take one goal of let's stay healthy. We have a calendar. We track the last time we were all sick. And we're past 365 days. So I'm very excited. And it's daily routine, protein, good carbs, daily system. We only fall to the weakest point, the weakest link in our system. And I don't always get this right. Some days I take a break. And that's what I want to talk about today. When we're talking about smarter goals, this isn't balls to the wall, let's just run 20 miles and make ourselves sick. No, this is specific, measurable, aligned, a little bit risky and exciting and time sensitive. We have the opportunity to say, wow, my smarter goals are specific. My smarter goals are measurable because what doesn't get tracked or measured doesn't count. Seriously, what doesn't get measured or tracked doesn't count. Now, I don't believe in cheat meals or blowing off my system that I have. What I believe in is reward. I get those habits and I stack them and I hit a certain level. Then on the weekend, I get to do pretty much whatever I want to do. But because I feel so good being healthy, it's not that big of a temptation. Now, that's because I have almost 2 years of that habit stacking. I love what Carol Dweck says. She's a psychologist from Stanford University, and she came up with the growth mindset system. And the growth mindset just says, I can't do this yet. With my son's health journey, if someone in a white coat says he'll never be able to drive or, be out of diapers or whatever, I say, who says? What's the workaround? I mean, everything they told us about a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder has turned out to be garbage. So I'm here to tell you, own your purpose and always ask who says and what's the workaround. Who says and what's the workaround? Now, we have a lot of things that we're talking about. I have a masterclass coming up, and I know Amazon Prime is here on the 16th and 17th. Get all your shopping done. And then the evening of the 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will do a masterclass to take a deep dive into this. And one of the things I love is that this is just kind of the appetizer. You can do this. I promise you, if I can do it, anybody can. And we are living in a Western world where it's fast everything. Hustle culture burns us out. Fast food is killing us. And huge shout out to Tennille the Captain for sending that documentary. It's so important that we are here to say, this is who we are. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. And I didn't announce any of this. This was between me and higher power and my medical professional. And this is, hey, I've got to do something because I'm taking a one-way ticket into type 2 diabetes. And I love that I found someone who listened, who worked with me on my smarter goals, who said, you don't have to do a quick fix. You can do a lifestyle. And to get that cortisol down, to get that stress in a healthy zone, and to know that I am not alone. I am not alone. Obesity is at the highest it has been in our entire existence. We are the most connected, the wealthiest in dollars and cents, and we are the most stressed, the most medicated society on the planet. We are here to say, let's be the change. Let's be the change because we're doing smarter goals and we're getting clarity, and then we're going to do some empowerment. And I would love, love, love for you to join us the evening of July 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want the link, please reach out to me in the DMs. I will personally send you that link. And it is the Warrior Mom Mastermind, 4 secrets to unleash your inner warrior. And 3 of those secrets we've talked about tonight, but we're taking a deep dive into that. Now, if you're getting value please let us know in the comments. Because I know that your time is very important, and my time is as well. And I love the fact that I get to share part of our journey with you guys. And please remember, be authentic, legendary, and unapologetically you. Warriors, unite.